Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of 4 Kaiserreich is New England. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, here we are in good old-fashioned New England, and we're preparing to reassess our American involvement. It'll be done in about 40 days, and I'm hoping with that we can just invade the CSA. Maybe 83% legitimacy, that seems pretty good. And I want to, because I don't think claiming the mantle of democratic America is going to be happening, unfortunately. It would have been nice if it did, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because I don't think the United States is going to capitulate in time. Because if, let's say, theoretically, you know, the Roosevelt government was to collapse. Which it's not going to do, because, again, they need to take Denver. They also need to take, like, San Francisco, Los Angeles. That's not going to be happening anytime soon. Then we could just immediately be like, hey, we're the true America. But we can't do that. It's a little bit more complicated because the officially elected president is still kind of over here. Actually, no, you're not the same. You're a different guy, I think. I might be wrong. Either way, he's over there. What I need to do is do the Mantle of Free America, which we can't do yet because we don't have enough manpower in the field. We have enough factories. We have not completed Reassess American Involvement. And the Canadians are not supporting us. Again, they might at some point. I'm hoping once we do Reassess American Involvement, it does look like it gives the Canadians an event. And I'm hoping that event will just allow the Canadians to back us to being the official government. And then me and the Canadians can combined invade the CSA. That seems good. But, you know, hopefully we can actually get that done. We do have 50 of you. We do have some fighters. You are close air support, so I might as well deploy us some fighters, deploy us some tactical bombers. Excellent. Might as well crank you up, I don't know, to like 200 on each. And then we're going to go air superiority, close air support, interception, and also logistics strike. Try to bomb enemy supply hubs, try to bomb enemy railroads, all of that very, very cool and legal stuff. So yes, we're missing resource. We could use a little bit of steel, but I think that's probably mostly used for our convoys, right? Yeah, and I don't think we can have convoys that much. We have 221. That should be more than enough for what we need. Could use more trains, though. I will say we could use more trains. We're building them. We're building about one a month. Which actually, I actually don't know how long it takes to build a train. Maybe that's a completely reasonable amount of time to spend building a train. But we'll see. You gotta remember at the end of the last episode as well, the Bharati Commune, I mean, you're at war with the Dominion of India. You also have war with the Agrarian Revolt. Which actually puts it in like a really weird situation. The Agrarian Revolt and the Dominion of India are kind of like aligned right now. At least for a little bit. That's not gonna last very long though. And put one more factory on trains. And, you know, opening up Canadian National Park. After nearly a year of intensive labor and hard work, the boys of Eagle Lake have finished creating some of the first hiking trails in a new national park in Maine. Very, very good. Much training is done in the region. The young man employed through the CCC have created much beauty in the region of Arcadia. Sections of the forest have been cleared or trimmed to provide material for other construction projects while enabling visitors to visit the forest properly. Excellent. I mean, we could... I mean, 7... That gets up to 90. And I don't know... When we're at 83 legitimacy, is there a reason to go higher than this? I don't know. I kind of assume no. I feel like 83 legitimacy is pretty good. I guess you could use it to spend points here, but I really don't see that really being an issue. I mean, we could get 15 free trains. Cost of 5 stability. We're not going to do that quite yet. If we need the trains, I will. Because I'm not suicidal. We have the CSA right now. They're having a bad time. The American Union stay in the... No, okay, you guys have not aligned. I thought maybe you would align to stop the syndicates, but so far that does not seem to be the case. You guys are exploring the north. And yeah, that's cool and all. And the Supreme Court strikes down labor case. The right to free speech has always been a pillar of American democracy. While strikes and protests characterized much of the early 1930s, the government hardly cracked down on these acts of disobedience unless they grew violent. One of the technicalities utilized by strikers would be the sit-down strike, a form of civil disobedience in which workers seize their workplaces by sitting down at their workstations. Nonetheless, the groundbreaking case made by the Supreme Court, the government of New England has ruled that participants of sit-down strikes could be fired or defeated a decision made by a National Labor Relations Board that declared that sit-down strikers could be reinstated. The General Electric plant in Schenectady? Workers attempted to form a union. The company sent a labor spy into the union as the union began to clamor for a renegotiation contract. Companies continue to refuse to compromise with the union, led to frustrated union to organize a sit-down strike, shutting down a portion of the plant. In multiple attempts, police were called in to eject the strikers and were finally successful. The National Labor Relations Board, the NLRB, ordered the company to reinstate the fired workers, arguing that the company's actions before the strike were illegal. The case was brought to the attention of Chief Justice Charles Evans Hughes, who ruled that sit-down strikes were a good cause for discharging the workers, and the NLRB did not have the authority to force the company to rehire the strikers. While not explicitly stated that sit-down strikes are illegal, the court's decision in the wording implies that sit-down striking has been effectively subdued within within New England, not North America. Okay, so we got these both done. 50,000 manpower. I mean, wouldn't be bad. We could get war bonds. Oh, I want to see what we want to do here first. Just quickly. Bonus electron. Oh, and a research slot. Boom, done. Okay. The Dominion of Canada has reconsidered American commitment. After talks between the representatives of Massachusetts and Ottawa, the government of the Dominion of Canada has declared a change in our policy regarding the Second American Civil War. We are currently avoided devoting our resources to supply any of the contenders of the United States of America, persuaded to the benefits of loyally United America backing the Entente interests. The Dominion of Canada has agreed to begin supporting New England as a claimant to America. They requested that we prepare for war on the continent as the forge of democracy lays at stake. And they've accepted our request. We received excellent news from the Canadian friends in Ottawa today. Our efforts of building our national legitimacy as the true successors of the United States and combating our economic crisis is not going unnoticed. Despite the Entente's early refusal to back aside in the Civil War, their chance for victory is seriously doubted as various enemy states consolidate their gains. The Entente Alliance have reaffirmed its relationship with us and have officially declared its support for our cause, recognizing us as the true America. The Entente will now fully commit their industrial and military efforts to aid us in the liberation of America. With the Canadians and our allies around the world, we stand ready to take back our beloved country from the revolutionaries and the radicals who took it from us. Boom, done. Which means I should be able to... Well, once you have 100 political power, which you don't have right now, because it's going to take a few days. We can claim the mantle of free America. And I'm assuming... Okay, so the Agrarian Revolt has defeated the Totalist faction, but now they're just at war with the Dominion of India and the Indian Empire, so... good luck with that. Canada's declared war on the West Indies Federation. Here's the thing, Canada, I kind of need you to stay in North America, okay? We get propaganda campaign again. I don't think it really is going to do literally anything for us. Thank you for the weapons cache. And we're looking at, I think, about 10 days. Canada, I'm literally going to start a war on your border in a second. Please do not go to either the Bahari Commune or to the West Indies Federation. I'm going to tell you both, neither of them seem useful. And the Commune of France is just fighting a war. I'm assuming that means they're doing the demand Alsace-Lorraine. Not really a top priority for my government, at least not right now. Yeah, the Canadians are leaving en masse, which is very scary to me. Canada, I kind of needed to stay here. Get war support for the rifle successor. All behind New England, with a 2-week deadline, or all entire forces on the continent are directed towards assisting the joint assault on the steel belt of Upper Ottawa and New England. The quick and decisive blow to secure the industrial heartland of the nation is the first step towards victory. With the fires already consuming the munition factories in the northeast, additional resource and industrial might will be fully needed to conquer the rest of the continent. We get 10 more legitimacy, getting us to the 98. Seems pretty good. Canada, though, I really need you to stay behind. Okay? It's kind of really important that you do not attack. There we go. Liberate the United States. We declare war on everyone else. So I'm just going to do a quick save here just in case, because it is a little bit worrying. Ever so slightly. But boom. Liberate the United States of America. We got 30 days here. I'm assuming that means that every faction is going to know, like, oh shit, the Entente's about to invade. But my units are ready. How many troops we got? We have 24 divisions, which I think is pretty okay. We have 5,000 rifles in storage. I don't know if that's really enough to build more units, unfortunately. Hey, Canada. See, we got the West Indies Federation. I think we are at war with them, but like, don't worry about that too much. This is what you should be worrying about. I mean, we're gonna be at war with you as well, which just kind of put us in an awkward situation, but I'm not too worried about it. Thank you for the equipment. Bahari Commune. I think between Indian Empire and the Dominion of India, you should have enough troops there to deal with that situation on your own. I don't like that. Because again, I kind of want all my units here. You can already see that the CSA is deploying troops on our border. 4th of July. We have 20 more days until the war begins. Again, hopefully the Canadians realize that maybe they should defend their borders at least a little bit. Military factories. I'm going to put one more on rifles. And I'll put next 2 on rifles as well. I'm going to go one more level of anti-air. Follow with building a handful of anti-air in Buffalo. How expensive are you? 2,500? Okay, relatively cheap. Okay, but again, we do need more Entente forces. Very important. Very important indeed. And now we're gonna see if, like, these things did literally anything. I don't even know what they were doing this whole time. Thank you, I think, for a single aircraft. I mean, better than nothing, right? We are missing 17 aluminum. We'll get that from Brazil? Yeah, that seems okay. We don't want to trade with anybody in the International for obvious reasons. We're going to be going to war with the International at some point in the future. Okay, I do feel like the Canadians are under-committing right now. You really want to defend Halifax, and I understand. Halifax, I'm sure it's a nice city. But at the same time, you know, that's a lot of CSA troops just on the coastline. I'm not even too sure why you're there. Okay, we got 3 more days until the American Civil War has hit New England. Okay, let's take a quick look. We have a supply depot here, supply depot here. They have a lot of supply depots, okay? I'm used to, like, the war in China, in the KMT series. So the fact that, who else are you at war with? American Union State. No, yeah, everybody should join my war. Okay, you're now at war with everybody. I'm happy to see that. I guess we're just going to go for a general assault on the entire front line. Like, right now it seems okay. It'd be nice to take... What? No, don't open Twitter. What the hell? No. And maybe we can take New York. Take Newark. Again, Newark is a, I'm not actually going to say you did, like, basic attack right now. Because, again, we can't afford heavy casualties. Okay, weapons cache has been looted. But again, I don't really know what these ever did. Yeah, I mean, we are now at war with the Roosevelt government as well, but I'm sure that'll be okay. Mexico, are you totalist? You are totalist. Which I believe means that you should actually intervene in the war soon. And honestly, that actually might be for the best. Just because it means you're going to invade, the United States and the American Union State. Taking troops away from our borders. Or from our potential future, borders, I guess you could say. You know, I'm not going to read that for now, but you can pause it and read that on your own time. Okay, please take New York City. That is a beautiful... Hey, wait, there's stuff here. Okay, be honest with me. How long have these buttons been on this, How long have those buttons been there? I feel so stupid. I'm maybe the dumbest person on Earth, to be quite honest. I don't know how long those options have been on that screen. And it's a little embarrassing that I've gone this far without really noticing. I will take the 1940 artillery upgrade, though. Follow you up. I mean, synthetic oil? Cost reduction. You know what? Cost reduction wouldn't be bad. And again, I want to look at... Pittsburgh is a supply depot. I would love to take that area. And Pittsburgh's a pretty important city. Get the CSA down to basically not dead at all. Okay. Cool. Okay, but there's New York City falling. I'm going to take all of Long Island just in case. And yeah, pump out more submarines while we're in the area. We've gotten you down to 90. Wait, are you not? You're actually an American Corps. Okay. You're not. I guess, what do we try to... Do we need to border you? Yes. I guess we'll press that button. I don't really know what it's going to do. And we might want to build a railroad connecting you to our other supply lines. Or we capture Cleveland. You know, those are really our two options here. Again, it would be nice to take Newark. It is a supply hub. And where do you have other supply hubs? We got one in Philadelphia. I am going to build a railroad from here to there. It'll be done on the 27th. And again, it's just to make sure we can get supplies down here just in case. We'll take Cleveland. Actually, because these don't connect. We actually would need to, theoretically, if I didn't want to build any new railroads, why would these railroads not connect to each other? Who designed these railroads? Okay, whatever. Seems like a poor railroad design. Let me just put it that way. And I would like to take Newark. It is a supply hub. It'd be nice for us to have Cleveland. Boom, under our control, and that's gonna be another supply hub, which I guess we don't need to connect. If we can take this unit out, it would connect to our capital. But we've already, I think, done a pretty decent amount of damage here. Again, Mexico has not intervened. Again, they should at some point. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know when that will actually be. Okay, Newark seems like it's proving to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm trying to think like whether or not I could actually just walk our way to Chicago. My gut says it's more complicated than that. But that's not necessarily based on anything, right? Yeah, but we're at least going to connect Pittsburgh up to, you know, this rail line. I don't know why they're not connected at all. Why do we need 3 parallel railroads that don't connect? Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Yeah, we are just on careful battle plans. Give me military factory, please. The Canadians here, they do have a lack of supplies, and that's mostly because we need to take over this province. And I think we've connected, not yet, but we are connecting you. Yeah, so we can move our way into this province. Again, Newark would be nice, and then we can push our way straight down to Philadelphia. Washington, of course, is an American core. We're not too concerned with an American core right now. Again, more guns. I think we're going to need more rifles. Here's the question: can I mobilize units? No. So, from what it looks like, apparently it just is freedom. I don't know what the hell that means. Establish legitimacy, motivate the foreign press. And, like, I don't know what happens if you get to 100. I'm gonna try it. And just, there we go, we have 100 legitimacy. Just see if maybe that does something. Oh, so here's the thing. Do I even get a... Yeah, unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of bonuses like the other American Civil War factions. We can't do the event where we push against the Syndic list. We can't raise militia. Which I think means that, in a sense, our units are, on average, better. Hey, we apparently got New York City as a core. That actually did not take long. Maybe because we have so much legitimacy, I don't know. Smuggling group's been apprehended. And put pressure here. I want to take Philadelphia when we can. That's really going to hamper CSA supply lines. And again, if we can actually just move our way straight to, you know, here and then straight to Chicago, I'd be very happy with that. Detroit, another major city that we would like to take. Because, like, we have St. Louis. St. Louis is not a core. So I don't think the CSA really has that many major areas. But here's the thing. Washington is a core, but they're not the owner. So I'm not too sure how that actually plays into their capitulation numbers, to be quite honest with you. I mean, even attacking this area doesn't actually do much. It's probably better for us just to attack along the railroads, to be quite honest. Sense to require previous affiliation with radicals. The Department of Justice that brought forth the proposal on the death of President Joseph Martin Jr. On the proposal, the results of the upcoming census will be made immediately available to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the Office of Naval Intelligence, and the Intelligence Division of the War Department. These records, detailing industrial records as well as previous affiliations with radical groups such as the American First Party or the Socialist Party of America, will become subject to their knowledge. They claim this will allow them to quickly face any potential instigators of unrest that would negatively affect the defense of New England. Prominent politician Charles Tobey of New Hampshire, a vibrant opponent to the proposed census, went as far as to decry the proposal as an attempt to transform the 1940 census into the most complete police list in the history of the world. So let's see, we get more war support or we get stability. I would much prefer stability than the war support. Bill is un-American. I'm gonna keep... we'll make some convoys. How big is my navy? I mean, I know we don't really have the oil to maintain major naval operations. Go for 41 industry upgrade. I think that seems okay. But for right now, it is a really good time for us to end this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. My name is Quam. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoying, click some down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.